Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, let's get ready for Silver League Suckers. In the bottom left, it's the Gold League goober that is a Protoss. It's Jeeho. And in the top right, the Silver League Sucker Protoss. It's Sternward. Doesn't know how to wall off on his ramp. But moving on. The probes doing battle as probes will because they're just so silly. But the Nexus gets dropped for Sternward and drops the pylon, denying the natural from Jeeho. But Jeeho has two gateways already ready, not producing anything. Oh, scratch that. They are producing a sentry and now a stalker. But the stalker guns down a probe, gunning down another probe. This probe, will it die? No. Yes, it will. Gunned down by the stalker, but two adepts rout the stalker as it has to saunter back over to Jeeho's side of the map. More stalkers being produced out of Jeeho. And the 4 stalkers and a sentry fighting team are moving out onto the field. Stalkers in production for Sternward. Barely in time, but the boys are pulled! Trying to crush a stalker. Jeeho stutter stepping. 2 more stalkers pop out. And an immortal is here for Sternward to try and protect by serving for life, which it may very well do. Probe gunned down by the stalkers. Not sure what it was going for there. Observer from Sternward noting the units of Jeeho. 3rd on the way for Jeeho. Meanwhile, Sternward is busy taking care of other things. Scouting Phoenix on the way. Does not notice that the 3rd will be starting here for Sternward. The army supply for Jeeho is getting up there. The supply difference is fairly large. 55 probes for Jeeho, whereas there's 50 for Sternward. But the army is on the move. The stalkers are on the move. Guns down something. I don't know what it was. Scouting Phoenix in the back. The Immortals gonna be critical for Sternward here. The 3rd is in danger. Jeeho keeps backing himself off. Won't take a fight. Sternward's army is doing its best. The Immortals gunning it down. Jeeho crushes the army, but some but some charge lots pop out and slowly slows down Jeeho. But the Stalkers are here to deal with charge lots as Jeeho went right back in, and Sternward protects his base for now. But there's more Stalkers! Guns down probes! Guns down more probes! Hitting a Stalker takes down one of the Stalkers from Sternward. An immortal there. 2 immortals out for Sternward. Going to be very, very important for this army. The couple Stalkers come in and they gun down the Zealots, doing their best to take out the immortals. The one immortal drops dead, as did the other, but 2 more came out to take their place as these 2 players go back to their corners and think about what they have done. So now Jeeho finishing up construction on the 4th base. Archons on the field for Jeeho. Templar archives in production for Sternward. At the classic 12-minute Templar archives for Archons. A classic in here in Silver League Suckers. A couple cannons out of Jeeho for defensive purposes. And why not? The army of Jeeho is now located at their staging grounds. But what will be the next big move? Charge lots in Sternward's 4th as the army saunters as the Archons float into the 3rd. The charge lots were dealt with, but Sternward's army continues the attack. Jeeho is microing. It's a disaster. Sternward's army crushes through, but there's more charge lots. They've gutted the 4th as Sternward struggles to defend. 53 probes out of Sternward. 87 probes out of Jeeho. Little bit high, but let them do as they want to do. This is Silver League Suckers at its finest. Jeeho up to 5 bases. Ready to deal with whatever Sternward can throw. Zealot army in the corner of the staging grounds. Archons, a Colossus is here for Jeeho. Part of Sternward's army moves right around the Zealots. The Zealots go in. They're ransacking the natural. Recall is used. Archons to defend. Sternward's army seems to be a bit disjointed as Archons flood in, crushing through some of Jeeho's forces, but the Colossi says no. But the charge lots for Sternward have been more than effective, gunning down multiple bases here. But Jeeho's army, the Colossus, is separated. The charge lots rush into Sternward's 4th base, but they are dealt with. Charge lots walking straight through to Sternward's 4th natural as the probe transferred into what we'll now call Jeeho's 5th base is very important. The Colossi gunning down Sternward's army, prevent him from taking down the third. The Jeeho's fourth has been reestablished, and charge lots, it seemed, were dealt with there. Jeeho's army is here at Sternward's fourth base. He needs this base desperately. The Colossi stutter stepping away from the large balls of plasma. Armies are going back and forth. Charge lots have done their best. Archons taking on some cannons. And just like that, the Archons go down. Sternward calls it GG out of Sternward as this crazy game, PvP game finishes. What do you think? Is Protoss OP? Have you tried Archons? I hear they're pretty good at all times of the year. Whenever you may be watching this, does Farm G ramble too much at the end of the Silver League Suckers videos? Tell me down in the comments below. What do you think? Where are the Zerg games? We're getting there. No, we're not. Maybe someday. We'll have to see. But until then, like, subscribe, ring the bell thing so you get notified, because that's what people do. And follow me on Instagram for fantastic StarCraft memes. But until next time, this has been Silver League Suckers.